So, now entering day 3 of me playing this event. I don't know if I can finish it in 2 hours. Maybe we will be able to. But I am unsure as to whether or not I can. But that's enough of that. Also, I just noticed that they changed what this looks like on the map. It's a giant film reel. This was not here the last time I looked at the map. So just looking at the event progress. In order to get all the rewards, I need to get like 2.5 billion money. Reach business level 5. An attraction to level 5. 6 dishes. And formulate a standard strategy for stage 2. Interesting. So at a certain point, we'll unlock more stuff here. I wonder if I could actually just finish that right now. Because I think we're pretty close to that already. Yeah, we're almost at... Oh, we're not at 50 satisfaction down there yet. I mean, I guess we could start with hiring. We have Captain Fermento Juice. And we can now hire Yala. I heard Mellow Manor is attraction home to animals of all kinds, with some specially trained, gentle, and unique life forms. I'm really interested to see it for myself. Look, here's my wildlife problem management permit, straight from the Maison Gardimage. So you know I'm trustworthy. Although I'm not great at dealing with park guests, nor have I dealt with business matters in ages. I've gotten rusty in bookkeeping, but I'll do my best. Compensation is negotiable. I could survive on salaries so low as they would terrify most. Although I did just blow through my funds on recent ventures, the grind must go on. A standard wage would save my life. You have my eternal gratitude. Sure. Well, let's get you trained. I am a Marxist, as many people who have been longtime fans of the channel knows. And I have a firm belief in labor first and spending as much on labor as possible. And now that we have prioritized labor, now we can waste money on everything else. Speaking of labor, let's take a look at our new employee that we've invested in. Oh, she's not here. Maybe she'll pop in on the next day. We'll talk to her the next time we see her.
Too slow.
Let's select a new dish.
That unique aroma. All right, then. I'll just go with the
Alright, today's dish. 30% less time you upgrade an attraction. Yes, let's do that. Because I just spent a lot of money. And we will upgrade... We have 168,000... Oh, that's estimated revenue at the bottom. So it'll cost... How much to upgrade you? Costs 8. Sure. Expand facility. Cost 8 time. Didn't cost any money, just 8 time. Alright, we gotta formulate a new thingy for it. And I bet the next upgrade after this, where we get it to level 5, it'll be where we can add a 3rd employee to it. There's also a bonus slot attached to it, next to the 3 employees, so I'm actually wondering what that's all about. Oh, this is the one that they talked about where we had to glide. I remember they gave us instructions in the tutorial on gliding. But I commented that we didn't have to glide the last time.
Quit following me.
Alright. Just keep gliding. This seems pretty simple. Oh, right, we have the boost thing. I forgot about that. They gave us a boost mechanic. Oh, we're gonna miss so many coins. We're just flying. This is just swimming with style. Swimming through the air. This isn't even flying. Ow. We need 140 coins, huh? I think we're gonna get there. I think we got there in the end. Not exactly difficult, but not exactly easy either. Mainly because I was screwing around and just, mashing the boost for no reason. Alright, now that we've reloaded in the area, is our new employee here? No, it's still Captain Fermanto Juice. We don't really have much more we can do in this cycle, because we just don't have enough time. Profit keeps going. We're naturals when it comes to raking in the dough. Make a perfect money-making dough. Upgrade a facility to level 4. Reach the target revenue for the current stage. 700,000. Do we want more revenue? Ooh, let's do that. We're gonna upgrade, something twice. And we have enough thing to upgrade it again. And, we don't have time, but I can afford to upgrade it again if I needed to. Alright. Let's just invite some new people. Oh, it's expanded, so I can actually put more stuff in here. Don't think we can get much better. I think we just have bad rolls. Or actually, no. Wait. We can do this now. But can I fit anything else in? No, we're using all but one square. And I don't have any more time that I can use in this section, so let's just move to the next day. Well done, partner. Numbers like these speak for themselves. This report's nothing short of a business masterclass. Iconic business pioneer. Alright. Cycle 8. We've almost hit that 700k threshold. Oh, these go to 15. Also, Uncle Scimitar is back. Alright, time to formulate. If I remember correctly, the puzzles in this one were kind of fun. It was like getting to play a Toho game in 3D, sort of. Wait, we're underwater now? Is the Fortress of Meripede flooded? Special ability to slow down the scene, the way it's easier to find the weak spots of boozing seagrass. Oh! The seagrass is probably my least favorite of the underwater mechanics. Wouldn't it just be easier to time it? Why would I slow down the time? Just time it. Forehead. There we go. Why use time stop when you can just be good? There we go. Next area. is a little bit too easy. Use the special ability to slow down the time in the scene. That way it'll be easier for the gauntlet targets to move on the conveyor belt. How does slowing down time help here? Hit all the boxing targets. Oh, all the way over there. Just use AoE. So this tracks. Okay, that wasn't too hard. Probably would if I had like Noelle and I would have just spent a win. If I knew I needed an AoE hit attacker, I would have brought a different unit. That being said, I did have Dehya. I could have switched to Dehya and just done the Great Sword Swing. That would have been much more relatable. Alright. Upgrade again. Upgrade again. We don't have the time for that. Naturals when it comes to business. Oh, I think we've hit that 700k threshold. 30% less time you upgrade the next attraction. I don't really have much more to spend time on, so let's just get revenue up. Upgrade it. Upgrade it. It's level 5. Reach level 6 to upgrade facility further. Alright. Let's see if we can get some better RNG here. Oh! Y'all is here! Don't go running off now, little ones. If you're good, we can prepare some delicious food. And hold a banquet for all you over at the manor. What's on the menu? I guess it would need to be vegetarian. If they need more protein, then we can add some legumes. Cooking isn't really my forte. My experience is more looking after prey. We could try taking them back to their natural habitat. Oh, and that reminds me, I should really do some research on how to properly feed guests at the manor. She seems nice. We're naturals when it comes to raking in the dough. This is level 6, we can now upgrade stuff again. Friendly encounters. How would we get by without a little help from our friends? Spend action points. Completing special friendly encounters, a corresponding companion will arrive at Sigewinne Film Festival in Fantasyland and lend you their aid. Some of these friends serve as consultants for attractions, increasing the income at said attraction. Others can set up special booths to take part in the operation itself. Likewise, they will be bringing additional income. Oh, so that's why there's that blank slot. Reach level 6 with movie masterpieces. Well, that sounds like a plan. I think we should go with Petite Lumiere, because we can afford to train them up. Seeing a successful opening of the Shell Marine Film Fantasyland, drawing so many film enthusiasts fills me with joy. I want to help out any way I can. I consider myself a member of the industry since I directed a few films and taken part in the Fontalia Film Festival. Hey, we were part of that! So in theory, that makes me perfect to handle movie masterpiece attraction. I'll help it become, well, more attractive. And can we upgrade this? No! That's a lot of money. Into the next cycle we go. Well done. No, this is a big money send. We sunk a lot of money into this. Okay, this time we expand. First. 12 time. That's gonna be a big investment. We have to formulate again? What puzzle is it gonna make us do this time? Alright, it looks like a 3-tiered gauntlet. Use special ability to slow down time. How is slowing down time gonna help? Oh, it says dodge obstacles. That was actually a little bit harder than it looked. Alright, what's gonna be hard about this? Oh. That was kind of sketchy. Can I clear that gap? I can. Oh. Oh, shoot. They disappear. Oh, I messed up. Me being adamant on not slowing down, huh? Fine. We'll do it your way. Ah. I hit the wrong button. Missed it again. I just realized we have hearts at the bottom. Wait, why are we down here now? Did the game just pity on me and give me a staircase? Oh, I guess I must have fell through the threshold of the next puzzle. Okay, now this is platforms knocking me off. That's what I expected to deal with. Because I fell underneath it, I guess it made me think that I got across. Oh, that's kind of sketchy. I like that. Whoa! Huh. Huh. Oh, that was kind of funny. That was actually kind of fun. And the next level, we can add the staff to it. Costs 6 to do one of those. Fresh Fruits from Afar, Part 1 through 3. This is a Sigewinne one. We have 20 time that we can spend now. Oh, we need 500,000 now, huh? Fine, we need to start getting revenue up. Start expanding again. Actually, let's do this thingy. Since we can do it now. Oh, Lynette's here. 6 action points? Sure. Got to talk to Varesa.
Whoa, is that our hero, the Traveler? And Paimon, too! Oh, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Mrs. Coiffier already told me you were the big boss here. But when I saw you just now, I forgot myself for a moment.
Me? The big boss? For real? I don't even have a beret, an eye patch, and a cigar. I'm just an operations staff member.
Practically speaking, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland doesn't even have a boss, does it?
Would it be Lapine Pauline, or would it be, like, Furina? I don't really know how the management structure works here. All I know is that we're kind of like an officing, like a managing director more than anything else.
Isn't it the idea that everyone works together to make it as successful as possible, and then we all share the profits?
To be fair, I am signing off on people's paychecks. So in a way, I'm kind of like a boss. I don't know, but if I'm at the top, though, because I'm still answering to other people. Like, technically, I guess if you want to get down to brass tacks, this is a cooperative effort between Lapine Pauline and the Spina. So I guess Navia's in charge?
But, wait a sec. Why are you here, Varesa?
Yeah, that's a good question, Paimon.
Well, officially, I'm here to promote my brand.
I mean, we got vegetables from Natland. Why not fruits from your orchard?
Not long ago, Mrs. Coiffier placed an order with me for her restaurant, as she often does. In her letter, she mentioned that showcasing my orchard's products at the festival would boost sales and help build my brand recognition.
I was hoping that brand recognition is not a term that we would be teaching to children that play these games. Because remember, this game is played by 12-year-olds sometimes.
After talking it through with my parents, I decided to give it a shot.
People under the age of 16 shouldn't be playing this, to be honest. Because there are in-game purchases and gambling.
Now that I'm done with the restaurant's ingredient order, I plan to sell the rest of my fruit directly to guests to help quench their thirst, of course.
The thought of enjoying fresh fruit from Natland here in Fontaine does sound pretty appealing. But with this many customers, wouldn't it be exhausting to watch the stall all day?
Huh? Am I supposed to be watching the stall the whole time?
Only when it's open.
There's an attraction over there called Movie Masterpieces, right? I heard some of the challenges are based on famous films. Some of those films have even been adapted into great comics. I'd love to go give it a try.
So, you're not doing any business at all?
Back in the Collective of Plenty, I'd just set up a sign with the fruit prices, place a weighing scale and a coin jar to one side, then let people pay on their own.
Man, I miss when society was that good. I miss when the honor system was enough. Unfortunately, that was a time period that I think me and your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparents didn't really get to live through.
When closing time came around, I'd wake up and check the accounts. Not a single Mora's ever gone missing.
You've got a lot of trust in people.
To be fair, that does sound nice. People in the Collective of Plenty are a law-abiding bunch. No one would even think about taking something without paying. Makes sense that tending your stall wouldn't take too much effort. Fontanian customers are no doubt trustworthy too, but let's just say they're not used to self-service shopping.
Yeah, let's put it that way.
Plus, if you just leave the stall unattended as a Natlanese merchant, people here might think you're gone for good.
In that case, I'd better start acting the part. But I'll need to buy some things in the city before I officially open for business. I promised to bring back some Fontanian clockwork mecha for Coach Ian-san.
Why does Ian-san want clockwork mecha?
Oh, and I also wanted to try a few rounds of movie masterpieces. After that, I should be able to focus on my business without getting distracted.
We'll go with you.
Mm-hmm. We might not be locals, but we've explored Fontaine quite a bit. We know our way around pretty well.
In that case, give me a moment to get some extra fruit, a price list, and my coin jar set up.
No, we're not doing the coin jar.
I get to go shopping with the Traveler. Nice.
Nice. Attain operations bonus, unlock the resume to refresh the staff center. Oh. How do I unlock part 2? Unlock the resume list refreshed function at the staff center. Reduce the number of action points consumed by work. Your encounter with Varesa continues. Hey, the bump went up! Hey, we can do part 2.
Hello,
Now that we have
boss.
these encounters, we might as well
I'm
do
from
them.
the Collective of Plenty. You might recall receiving a letter from us requesting you to design some components.
Wait a sec. Why does Eon-san need clockwork mecha?
That's what I asked earlier. She planning to build some kind of robotic personal trainer?
Nothing like that. Our coach just wants to fine-tune her gym equipment so people can target different muscle groups more easily.
That makes even less sense.
She mentioned something about a rowing machine to focus on back muscles, as well as a pec deck and a leg press machine.
You know, technically, those aren't machines. Unless you count, like, simple machines to be machines.
The parts that connect the ropes and
Like
weight
the
plates wear out
fulcrum,
easily,
the
but they
wheel,
need to
and the
be
pulley.
strong. So Coach Eon-san thought she'd give Fontanian Clockwork Mecha a try.
It all sounds so technical. When did fitness turn into some kind of complex engineering problem?
As someone who used to go to the gym, I unfortunately understand where we're coming from now.
To be honest, I don't really get all the details either, but if it works out, I'll be sure to train according to her revised method. And if it doesn't, we can always stick to the good old methods. If you're interested, I can show you a few beginner exercises the next time you drop by our tribe.
Sure, why not?
You'll be able to smash the records without even breaking a sweat. I know it.
Time to flex those guns. Not necessarily. I tend to be more on technique.
Paimon will pass on that one. She'll be rooting for you from the sidelines, though.
You can always try the equipment we keep for little Saurians, Paimon. As long as you start out with the super lightweights, you'll be fine.
I'm actually curious to have what Paimon will look like when she grows big. Or if she even can.
Weight training's for everyone, you know. As long as you put in the effort and keep it, anyone can develop rock-solid muscles.
That's the thing I do like about weight training. Weight training is something anyone can do.
No.
Spend some time chatting about fitness while strolling through the Quarter Lioness. Alright, reduce the number of action points consumed by expansion work. Which means I think I can expand something now. Upgrade facility. We broke now. We've done 8 expansions. And this place is just getting bigger and bigger, huh? We can get Miss Guardian Met Tech Etiquette? Interesting. Increase wages. Increase wages! Ah, we can't level you up any further. There we go. The bump's going up. Number go up. Mellow manner didn't fully satisfy our customers. Perhaps the employee in charge isn't someone we should try someone else? Okay, I guess we gotta get mellow manner. Start working on that. And, it's a new cycle, which means I think we can do the third part of Varesa's thing? Cost 10 this time. She's right there.
Quit following me.
All right.
Well, that camera
Time to
close
show
up was a
off
little
how
close.
fast I can run. I'm gonna go have a blast, then come back, calm down, and focus on running my fruit stall.
Okay. Don't forget to grab some water and the snacks to keep your energy up.
That's right. Last thing you'd want is to get too absorbed in having fun, then suddenly realize you're starving because you haven't eaten anything for hours. Funnily enough, Paimon can think of someone else with a bad habit of getting so into things that they forget to eat. No matter how busy you are, nothing's more important than staying well-fed, hydrated, and healthy.
Wow, so you know someone like that too, huh? I wonder who that is. They need to fix that habit, that's for sure.
No need to worry about me, guys. I do a lot of long-distance running, so I always make sure to bring some food and water with me. This time is no exception.
Alrighty, now pull that giant burger out of your idle animation. Dives right in. Oh, we don't get to see what she did?
Oh, that was incredible!
How was it? Did you get through all the levels?
It was
We have 3 levels currently.
amazing! Not only did I get a super high score, but I also checked up on every homage to the original films, and even recreated several iconic scenes starring comic book superheroes. I'll focus on doing business this time round, but if there's ever another event like this, please let me know as early as possible. I want in!
It's a deal. Superheroes Specialissimo.
Yep. You know what? We should let you design the levels. I'm sure all the fans will be thrilled.
That would be great. Anyway, back to business. Time to focus on my fruit stall. I'm gonna make a name for my orchard in Fontaine.
I mean, considering you're already supplying, like, the 2 biggest restaurants in Fontaine, I would assume you already have made a name in Fontaine. My restaurant uses, like, Cisco for half of everything. Receive bonus revenue each cycle. So we have a Varesa fruit stall.
Seeing how happy everyone is here, I can't help smiling myself. Would you like some fruit? Feel free to take some.
Yeah, I don't feel like we're getting any closer. What are my objectives? 6 cycles remaining to get... complete 6 friendly encounters. And make 10 million. Yikes. That's as good as we're gonna get for a bit. Service value is only at 34, huh? I don't see us getting any more better there until we can upgrade and get a 3rd employee in there. Oh, we can expand this one. Man, look at the docks. Got an extra dock here. I hope this area actually stays here after the event. I'm kind of annoyed like the event from the potion making one wasn't around. Go formulate. Alrighty. We did gliding. We did swimming. Now we must do something else. Oh, well. I need 50 coins. Just keep swimming. We're halfway there to the coin collection at this point. $41. 9 more. Alright, we hit the threshold. Speed up to the end. Number go up. Wage expenditure. Unused action points. We're getting about half a mil per day now. Sure, let's do a friendly encounter today. If any of these are locked, reach level 9, level 8 with electric escapades. 80 satisfaction at the Melazine Manor. Okay. Sumeru-themed zone. Eremite camp. Just keep building. This is the one that needs a lot of work. And we can hire someone here. From now on, you can spend a certain amount of action points to refresh the candidate resume list. Okay, cool. 6 to hire, huh? King of grilled fish, mint sauce. Spend money till we can't spend money no more. Look at all this service value you add. I don't... So we need to fill every square in order to unlock, Oh wait, there's a whole row now at the bottom. We hit 84. We can do both these. We can do Dehya and Sigewinne. Making progress. Let's start doing Sigewinnes. We only got 4 cycles left of the busy stage. Hey there, Sigewinne. Hi there, Dan. Paimon.
Hey, Sigewinne! Welcome to the Cheval Baran Film Fantasyland!
You sure have your finger on the pulse. Or has the park really become that famous? Actually, both. Navia told me about the plans at the Beauty Association's last meetup. So I've been looking forward to it since. Wow, and I'm surprised you're only showing up here on day, like, what, 15? But it's become so popular now that everyone's talking about it. Even down in the Fortress of Meropide, many of our staff members are actually hoping to take time off to visit.
Oh, your encouragement leaves
I forgot she works at the Fortress of Meropide. I completely forgot about that. What kind of films are you into, Sigewinne? Oh, well, I guess I prefer animated films, you know? The lighthearted and fun type. Really hit the nail on the head there, huh? For example, there's a group of creators who come up with these magical stories about cute little animals. I've watched every last one of their films. Wouldn't happen to be Disney, would it? Funnily enough, it just so happens that according to our new regulations, well-behaved inmates are now allowed to spend their credit coupons on watching films up to 3 times a week. I run the projector in my free time since we don't have a dedicated staff member yet. So I decided to show them films of My Neighbor Kokoro. Okay, so it's not Disney. It's Miyazaki films that you're into. I also started showing them a famous series called Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry, I guess, huh? It's super long with hundreds of episodes, but it never gets old. Bunch of hardened criminals watching films about cute animals. I'm finding it quite hard to imagine.
But now they've got films to watch. Even the ones who used to cause trouble might settle down a bit, right?
Entertainment is a fun vice, in my opinion.
We have our very own animal-themed area, by the way. We call it Mellow Manor. Customers are calling it the most relaxing place in the park.
Ooh, I've been there already. I wasn't expecting it to be so much fun. There were all kinds of animals living together, ones I'd never even imagined. It almost felt like I stepped into a film Zoopolis. Zootopia 2 just had a trailer come out recently. I haven't watched it yet, but I did enjoy the first film. If you got the time, why don't you come back every day? Want to enjoy yourself there and earn some mora on the side?
Oh, you mean we could invite Sigewinne to be a consultant at Mellow Manor? Now that you mention it, that sounds like a great idea! Sigewinne's great at caring for people, and she's so warm and gentle. Looking after animals should be a piece of cake!
A consultant?
Yeah, like someone who gives advice and tells the park staff how to do their jobs better. The workload won't be too heavy, but it's important work. Besides, you'll mostly be playing with the animals.
That sounds like quite a lot of fun. Sign me up. As it happens, things aren't busy in the fortress right now. Had I known you were recruiting for this position earlier, I might have even applied myself. But before I start, I have to make arrangements for the medical team in my absence. Borrow some related books from my doctor friends. And last but not least, prepare gifts for the animals. If it's not too inconvenient for you, why don't we meet up again at Marcotte Station sometime soon? No inconvenience at all. It's settled then.
When Sigewinne on board, Mellow Manor's gonna be even better than has a feeling our revenue's gonna shoot through the roof.
It's like the worst performing out of the group, I think. Unused funds can generate additional income. Oh, we have unlocked, the ability to accrue interest. Let's expand. Formulate. And then we'll do Dehya's thing, I guess. Since we have, like, the time, we can start doing multiple at once. Alright, get the key. Do the thing. What are we, Catherine Zeta-Jones? Stay out of the line of fire and reach the deepest thing. Cool. Don't get hit by lasers.
Quit following me.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is a thingy where I can imagine being able to slow time would be helpful. Ow. Just drop.
Too slow.
Ow. That was kind of weird. Ooh, that almost tricked me. There's no platforms on the right anymore. Oh, that's sketchy. Ow. Ow. Well, we made it through that at great cost of my own health. So unlocks next cycle. 10 for this one, so we can't do that. Let's start getting this upgraded. Train staff. Let's just spend the last of our money on training staff. Man, you're getting kind of expensive to train. Alright, next cycle. I don't have anything that I cost. Oh, this does. Yeah, I have everything that costs less action points costs like too much money. Yeah. Man, wages are starting to cost a lot. I can see why people who are big business people try to cut that first. But I think we can spend more on wages. I think we can still spend more on wages. Look at all this profit. This is theft. We're stealing. All this money could be going to the people working here. Let's continue Sigewinnes. Cost 9 time, huh? I thought we were going to meet you at Marcotte Station. Not, like, in front of the Opera Epiclease. You're here! I prepared 2 boxes of books about animals. We should be able to find the solution to any health issues they might have right away. So well prepared, that's reassuring.
Forget health issues. Paimon wouldn't be surprised if she could actually chat with the animals once she's done reading.
That's a lot of books. That's 2 crates.
Oh, wait, head nurse, please don't go.
Christina.
Boy, am I glad I caught up with you.
Who are you and why have we not met you before this?
One of the inmates has become obsessed with those magical mouse munchies from the animated films you've been showing them, and tried making some himself with 3 days' worth of welfare meals.
Uh-oh.
He ended up giving himself food poisoning, with symptoms we've never even seen before. Please, we need your help.
Huh? We warned them not to take those films too seriously. But if you chased me all this way, things must be pretty serious. I'm really sorry. I'll have to ask you to take my luggage to the amusement park for now. Before you arrived, I was thinking through some emergencies that might occur with the animals. I even started putting some suggestions together. You can give them to the staff at the Mellow Manor in advance. They should come in handy soon. No rush, we'll be waiting for you. Your patient's health is the top priority.
Sigewinne sure
Isn't,
has it tough. Not only
Isn't
does
the
she
way
have
to
worry
the
about taking care of her patients,
infirmary the other
she
direction?
also has to clean up after those troublemakers.
Just a minor reminder that they technically, I know that you can enter the Fortress of Mirapede by going the way that they went, but technically wouldn't it be faster to go to the entrance that's behind the upper place by going the other direction?
Why don't we prepare something tasty for her? It might help lift her spirits.
Returning to the Shell Marine Film Fantasyland. Reduce the friendly encounter point cost. Which means we can do this one. That's right, we got an Eremite themed area just added, huh? I forgot about that. Hey, Dan, Paimon. What a coincidence running into you guys here.
Dehya, Paimon didn't expect to see you here either.
Here to see the sights, or are you on the job? As it turns out, both. A while back, I myself and some other members of the Blazing Beasts were invited over to star in an adventure film there in Fontaine. The film was pretty well received, so as soon as the director heard about this event, we were here invited as guests. Right! That's what Uncle Scimitar was saying. To satisfy the audience, the director took pains to recreate the sets from the film.
Guess that's not scenery most Fontainians see every day, huh?
Did you appear in the film, Dehya? I'd love to see the scenes that you starred you in. Me? Unfortunately, I got a little too into one of the action scenes. Accidentally wrecked half the set, and got the boot. I ended up doing just odd jobs instead.
Wait, aren't fight scenes supposed to be as realistic as possible? Surely the more punches that land, the better.
No, Paimon! Absolutely not! And also she said she destroyed the set! Well, the production team didn't have much of a budget, so if they'd shot a few more takes, and the set collapsed again, it would have gone bust. Plus, even the toughest fighter we had in the crew, Uncle Scimitar, oh, he's looking at us, couldn't last more than a few more moves against me. And what was his role in the film? I'm glad they remembered that we have Uncle Scimitar over here working at the festival. And what was his role in the film? Hopefully not just to get pummeled into submission by you. Actually, no, he was playing one of the key villains and was supposed to perform a grand sword dance in front of the protagonist. If things had gone how they were meant to, we would have been an amazing fight scene. Are they referencing the scene with Indiana Jones and he was supposed to fight the guy with the scimitar, but then he just shoots him instead? In this case, instead of shooting him, Dehya punched him. Because I did talk to Uncle Scimitar about his backstory here while he was working here. But the lead actor, exhausted from working all day, was so hungry he just crushed wrapped up the scene. He improvised and pretended to shoot him with a gun instead. They are referencing that scene from Indiana Jones. After thinking it over, the director decided to keep the scene. And, to our surprise, the audience loved it. Even turned Uncle Scimitar into a bit of a star. They're referencing one of the most iconic scenes in Indiana Jones. I thought I'd seen that guy somewhere before. Pretty sure I've done something similar before myself. In a little while, it's going to be a bit busy signing autographs for fans. He also mentioned that he made some of the kids cry. Something I should be really helping out with, actually. now that I've run into you guys, how about this? I go give them a heads up, get them to cover for me, and then we go out for a drink or two.
You sure that's okay?
Hey, we're old friends, why not? Running into you and Paimon here in the foreign land is the best surprise I've had today. I heard about a bar called the Rusty Rudder along the coast of the southeast. I'll see you there. Add an additional dish option to cooking dishes. Do we get new dialogue from you now? Well, it isn't Dehya's friend. Let's get rich together. Alright, work hard to make that happen. I want to get this leveled up. And now that this is leveled up, we can actually start, 15, 23. Let's get you up here. Unlocks in one cycle. And now we can do Lynette. Detecting the arrival of my two most esteemed friends. Activating chat mode. I forgot she talks like this. Hello, Dan and Paimon. Hello, Lynette. Were you invited as a special guest too? Yes, a director we know invited us to come here and unwind. Just as well, it's an opportunity to recharge.
Us? Wait, but Paimon hasn't seen Linny anywhere.
He's hiding. Well, that's his own fault. We've been working with this director a lot lately, so my brother took it upon himself to familiarize himself with their style, and ended up watching all their films.
All of them? That's some serious dedication right there.
How many films is that in total? The issue is the director is famous for psychological horror films. What, does Linny not do well with psychological horror? I feel like he'd be very adapted for that. Linny got so into the plot twist that he didn't sleep properly for 3 days straight and ended up completely messing up his sleep cycle.
Paimon had no idea Linny was so into horror films.
It sounds like he doesn't do well with suspense. He tends to get very absorbed in his magic shows, so he probably finds it easy to relate to the characters. The way the director uses psychological suggestion is quite similar to how we use it in our shows, after all. My brother's still over at the actor's residence. If I had to guess, he's either catching up on sleep or analyzing those films. So that's why I'm out here recharging by myself.
Well, that's a side of Linny we've never seen before.
Now I'm curious about these plot twists myself. Which scenes is Linny focusing on in particular?
Don't even think about roping Paimon into this!
But you have a thing with mystery novels, and I never chastise you for that. Me neither. I don't like jump scares or stories that give you chills afterwards. I just don't like how imaginative my mind is, which causes me to get nightmares after watching horror films. That's why I call them nightmare fuel. Shouldn't films be relaxing? Something with beautiful visuals, or at least a simple plot that doesn't require too much thinking. The old action set piece.
Sounds like eclectic escapades would be more to your liking then. Wanna give it a try?
I don't know. I feel like she would have been a great fit in for Mellow Manor, but I would be afraid that that's racist because she's a cat. Thank you. I've actually done it so already. I really liked it. But maybe watching others would be even more entertaining. I get you. That priceless look on people's faces as they plummet.
Is that really that entertaining?
Schadenfreude, Paimon. Schadenfreude.
Still, if you're
Schadenfreude.
interested in the attraction, why not become a consultant? That way you'd get to see more of the visitors' reactions too.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea, and as it happens, I do have a few days off before filming starts. But first I need to help Linny pull himself together. I noticed an attraction nearby called Mellow Manor. That looks really relaxing. Sounds like just what my brother needs to take his mind off the horror films. Plus, some magic tricks require animal assistance, so it'll be a chance for me to learn more about their habits. Seeing as we're the hosts, why don't we go and invite Linny in person later on?
Great idea! If we can get Linny on board, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland will be even more popular than it already is!
Also, we're not the boss around here. I guess we're like third in charge, technically. If you want to go off of like a hierarchical structure.
Someone to contact us this morning?
Ratio of unused action points are converted to
That
funds.
must mean there's been
Well, we've been spending an hour and a half on this, so let's go spend an hour and a half on the main story, as Paimon has just suggested. And plus, we have ran out of time here. The price of every price.
Hey, everyone! We're not late, are we?
No, you're just in time. Well rested, I trust?
Staying busy keeps you sharp.
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
We spent 2 days working at the festival. Have you all started preparing?
We received word from Mr. Argenteau yesterday, confirming the time and location of the transaction. It'll take place this afternoon, and it turns out it'll be somewhere we all know pretty well, too. The Film Fantasyland restaurant.
Oh, really? Huh. He sure does like that place.
Oh, and it's gonna look a lot better considering we've upgraded the place in the last couple days. But
Seems like you share our concerns, Traveler.
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging than in an open area. The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd, or even escape by taking hostages.
ooh, I didn't think of that. That sounds bad.
In light of this, we've had to make additional preparations. As soon as we received the news yesterday, we began coordinating with the Marechaussee Phantom and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents on site. If things go south, the safety of the civilians will be our top priority.
Makes sense to me.
Of course, fingers crossed, everything will go without a hitch.
I noticed a bunch of familiar faces from the previous case, like Captain Chevres of the Special Patrol, so I'm feeling optimistic.
I wonder if there's any other captains of the Special Patrol. I wonder if we'll run into Emily in this event, because I don't think I've seen Emily since 4.8
We'll trust your instincts then.
or 4.7.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also been in communication with Miss Lapine Pauline and Miss Navia.
Was not expecting that. Where were we? Oh yeah, and by the way, they've also in communication with Miss Lapine Pauline and Miss Navi. Alright, them. That makes sense.
The Spina di Rosula will provide support within a controlled scope, so there's no need to worry.
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier.
Why is that an issue? She doesn't want to serve criminals? She wants to introduce them to her chopping board?
You know what, that might not be such a bad idea.
Why did I suggest that?
Ahem.
All right, no more jokes. Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant to suffer any losses as a result of this operation.
She cares about profit margins?
But, well, I have a feeling things might not go quite as smoothly as she hopes.
Is there anything I can do?
To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place, and it's caused you quite enough trouble already. The Fontanian authorities should be able to handle the rest from here. But still, I'm guessing you'd like to see how it all turns out.
Oh, definitely.
Well then, feel free to head down to the scene, but just stay alert and play it by ear. You won't necessarily have to do anything, unless things go pear-shaped, of course.
Pear-shaped.
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate to that point.
You getting involved, Kanich?
Of course. There are still a lot of unanswered questions, but our intel so far indicates that the culprit's from Natlan. Plus, I'm already a witness in this case. Might as well see this thing through to the end.
How funny would it be if a Hal was the culprit the whole time?
That's the Kanich we know and love.
Alright. What are we watching out for? For once, the conversation goes surprisingly smoothly, perhaps because Hao and Kakuku aren't present. It's just as well, really. Things could have gotten awkward if a Hao showed up and started cursing out Nouvellette.
Well, that's enough of the small talk. The operation's scheduled for the afternoon. If we're quick enough, we'll even have time for a few cups of tea before we leave.
Alright, everybody check Risley mentions tea off of your bingo cards.
Oh, and let's grab something to eat too. Can't work on an empty stomach, you know.
Make sure you check off Paimon mentions food off of your bingo card as well. Won't you just be watching?
And rooting for you. It's a very important job.
All right, I'll head over to the venue now. Ahao's been harping on for days now about this event-exclusive meal he wants to try. Guess I might as well shut him up sooner rather than later. See you in a bit.
Alrighty.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
Meeting in the afternoon, huh? The price of every price. It's a weird phrase. Are you sure? Wouldn't it be like the price of every piece? Head to the target location. I love that we can teleport to event venues. It's so useful.
This beach seems to be getting livelier by the day.
Yeah, look, we've added docks. We've added, like, plague areas. There's, like, an eremite stand. And a fruit stand. Thanks in part, surely, to the undercover agents.
Traveler,
Varesa's there.
Paimon's getting kinda hungry. Let's go check out the restaurant menu, shall we?
The guy with the case. That's gotta be him. Alright, it's business time. Teacup. Oh. Oh, we transitioned into a cutscene. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That was smooth as hell.
Your friend thought you might be thirsty. Won't you stay and drink it?
Oh, Charlotte's here.
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
Nicolette and Chevreuse.
You're surrounded.
Oh, the guards.
Come with.
You lousy swine!
Stop right there!
This is fun.
A surprise performance! Wow! How lucky we are!
The crowd thinks it's a show. This is so fun.
Sorry, my guy. Unlicensed and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere.
Oh, wait, he threw the panel? Hey, that's cheating. He's breaking the fourth wall.
Lowly worm! No one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord!
Oh god, this is so animated. I love it.
You again! You're driving me crazy!
No way, bro. Alright, Kanichi got him. Hey, you dropped him.
All right, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. You look so bored and uninterested. That was so fun and exciting.
Unbelievable! You can't just drag someone around like that. Such blatant disregard for human life. I'm gonna sue the living daylights out of you.
Anglovant.
Will you now? I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. Saved you some face at the very least. As for whether you were facing up or down along the way, well, that was your decision, wasn't it?
Why, you?
I don't know if I agree with that sentiment, but yeah, we caught him. I'm also surprised he didn't just send another proxy.
All right, I admit it. I was in the wrong. Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice.
Crab.
I desperately needed the money.
What did you need the money so much for?
I was an expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too. But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way. Fell in with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in gambling. We had some savings, but he drained them away like a waterfall. Once he fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and intimidate him. I'm his
Wow.
father.
I wonder
could
how much
just
of this
stand
story
by
is
and
true.
Watch him suffer like that. Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like you. That's the only reason I needed the money. Please, believe me. You...
Wait, is this a movie plot?
Please, kid, I'm begging you. Help me. I see you're from Natland too. That makes us brothers. Please, have mercy. I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out. But only if I get back. If I go to prison now, he'll be doomed, I tell you, doomed! And isn't standing together and fighting for a better future what families do?
I don't know how much of this I buy.
Our fate is in your hands, young man. Please, have a heart.
Something wrong, Kanich? Gone soft, have we?
He just keeps saying humph.
I don't believe a word you say.
Fair.
Wriothesley had you just about figured out. You're a gambler. Pure and simple.
You're the one with all the gambling debt.
A gambler? Me? Nonsense! I told you, it's my son!
First of all, are you really from Natlan? You've been keeping tabs on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now.
How many Natlanese people are here? Just you and Varesa and Auroran and Aoife. Okay, I can admit that's quite a bit.
On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me? Spoken like a true Fontanian, if you ask me.
Oof.
Huh? What kind of logic is that?
And if you are Fontanian, it's gotta be pretty impressive for you to manage to make your way in and out of Natlan with relics.
I can explain. I actually grew up in...
I don't want to hear another word.
What's taking the guards so long to get here?
Ahau, here's your chance. Shut someone else up for once.
The moment I've been waiting for. Eat this, scumbag!
Oh no. What did you do?
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler.
Is it? Is it really?
I bet you're just a Fontanian pretending to be from Natlan. Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you. And you have your depraved ways to thank for that.
Like, I like gambling, but I'm not like a pathological liar. But then again, I'm a responsible gambler, so
Of course. I might be wrong.
Whoa, he's literally beating the shit out of him.
But does that matter? I'm just here to arrest you. If you're looking for an advocate or a shoulder to cry on, you're out of luck.
What is taking the cops so long to get here? And can I charge a Hal with assault
Besides,
and abusive use of force?
Prying the truth out of you is exactly what your beloved courts are for. Isn't that right?
That's right. It's been a while, Mr. Kanich. The Special Patrol will take this criminal off your hands now.
Many thanks.
Please, I should be the one to thank you for all the help you've given us.
And me? What about me? So rude. You should be bowing down in gratitude to the almighty Dragon Lord.
As you wish, my thanks to you. And also to you, and also to Mr. Kakuku for your show-stopping performances. Oh, you don't know who Mr. Kakuku is?
Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right there!
Are you okay, Kanich?
Don't worry. I'm fine. I wasn't the one who just got dragged all the way here.
I mean, not literally, but what about figuratively? You seem a little upset just now.
Little Kanich, thinking back to when you were just
Oh no, that crab is stuck on the rock over there.
Kanich, aren't ya? Don't start crying like a little baby. I am the almighty Dragon Lord. No servant of mine will be seen acting so weak and pathetic in public.
What are you on about?
Bad how? Bad.
Still, I suppose there's no point hiding it from you. To put it plainly, I can't stand gamblers.
Well, I guess that's my cue to leave.
They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world. No respect for the principle that you have to give in order to get.
That's how gambling works. You give, and sometimes don't get.
They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin, deluding themselves into thinking they can use it to gamble their way to a vast fortune.
I disagree. I feel like your logic's extremely flawed.
But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free, there's always an unseen cost.
Yeah, I understand that. You're not describing gambling, I think you're describing swindling.
In the past, I also ended up paying
Money
a
for
price
nothing,
for
checks
my
for
father's
free is what
gambling
you're talking
losses.
about.
I don't want anyone else to end up in a similar situation if I can help it.
Uh-huh. This sounds like an issue between you and your father, not an issue with gambling itself.
Don't feel sorry for me. I certainly don't feel sorry for myself. They say that people are shaped by their past, and since I've made it this far, I must have done a lot of things right.
Also, with like the war and what now not going on, what kind of gambling debt could your father have possibly gotten into?
We should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others.
True, I can get behind that.
Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow.
That being said, I'm also the kind of person that believes we should be paying reparations for the victims of slavery.
Like when I first learned to use
Ooh!
a grappling hook.
That's a nice CG. I don't think we've gotten a single CG in this entire sequence. But that whole comic book sequence was actually quite fun.
Or the very first time I yearned for knowledge.
Alright, I get it, I get it. I'm gonna collect all these CGs.
Yeah, I believe you. Let's get going. If we don't head back soon, we'll cause more unnecessary worry.
Alright, return with Kanich. Oh, that's right, the slimes are friendly. These are the fluffy animals.
Too slow.
King of grilled fish and mint sauce. Blub. Blub? Blub, 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 blub. You casually imitate the blubber beast's call, but the creatures seem to misunderstand your intent, believing you to be talking to it in its own language. A wave of excitement washes over the blubber beast. Despite the most enthusiastic salutations, you are unable to comprehend its meaning. You find yourself seriously considering hiring an animal whisperer to teach you how to communicate with certain animals. That's what we pay that blubber beast a lot of money.
Yay! Traveler Kanich, you're back! We just saw Chevro's taking the criminal away. She looked pretty pleased with herself.
Well, it did go smoother than expected. Our opponent was pretty weak.
So after so much running in circles, turns out he had no fight in him, huh? Guess running away was the only trick up his sleeve.
He was really good at it. He managed to get past Navia.
Oh, also, Risley said to let you know that he's already left. He went to report back to the Palais Mermonia.
Okay.
Apparently, the Mari show say Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation into illegal gambling activities. Sounds like they'll have their hands full.
Alright.
Anyway, that's for the Palais to worry about, not really our concern.
Judging by how fast that dude took off, I'd say he was avoiding my camera. But I guess I'm used to that by now.
Hey, it's not like you to give up so easily, Charlotte.
Oh, right. That's right, because we owe you an interview with the Duke. That is definitely why he is not here right now. We definitely owe you that interview, and I'm really sorry about it, and I will bring it up at every opportunity I can. It's fine. I got plenty of other great shots back there. More than enough for a front-page spread. And on that note, this busy reporter needs to scoot. Those photos won't develop themselves.
Make sure you pick the best shots of Paimon. Oh, already gone. Hope she heard that.
You can trust her judgment, Paimon. She's a professional photographer.
Yeah,
How had to beat the shit out of him before the guards took him away. And how bonked his head and started crying.
What? Rumors and slander!
Libel and slander.
When have I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulahau, ever sunk to such sniveling?
You're doing it right now.
Often, actually.
Anyway, what's next?
To be honest, I haven't decided yet.
How about you stay in Fontaine for a few days and enjoy the festivities? Or go home and talk to somebody.
At the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. And in any case, the court might need me to testify again.
True. That actually is true. You probably should stick around. You should probably not leave the city for at least the next 48 hours.
Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably have to wait until the case is closed before I can return it to Natlan. So, I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little longer.
How did a random guy with gambling debt manage to create an entire smuggling ring and have large amounts of employees underneath him just to pay off his gambling debt? This kind of feels like a little bit of a... what's it called? A loose thread. I feel like this gambling subplot was like shoehorned in here at the end. Other than that, I really like the story. The price of every price. That was indeed pretty short. Alright. Well, that was the end of the story, right? I think there's a finale act as well, right? The Waltz. Oh, we have to manage the film festival to unlock. Alright. Well, we're still under the 2.5 hour mark, so let's just do some festival management then. And we're already here to boot. So we want to do Sigewinne and Dehya next, as well as Lynette. We're still making more money than profit. Starting to get into the millions, too. We have 2 cycles left before we get into the non-busy stage. Alright. Let's finish up Sigewinne's. They're giving us a lot more time a day now. Oh, we got to see her animation of her getting into the chair. Is Navia gonna hear this conversation? Ooh, problem solved at last. Sorry about that. The patient's condition was a bit tricky, so it took a while to deal with. Must be exhausted. Here, have a drink. We made you some fruit tea.
And here's a special snack, too. Hope it gets your strength back up.
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of snacks, we should probably pick a dish for this period. Oh, wow, thank you. To be honest, though, things like this don't really tire me out. It's more that I can't wrap my head around it. At the start of every children's film, they clearly state all events and products in this film are purely fictional. Please do not try to imitate them. And yet, fully grown adults end up doing just that.
Is it because they aren't paying any attention when they're watching? Or is it some rebellious mentality? Whatever you tell me not to do, I'll do it just to prove you wrong type of thing?
No, I believe it's a childlike sense of wonder. Not much we can do if they don't read the warnings at all, but deliberately ignoring them, that's another thing altogether. Maybe this is starting to get a bit too deep. If I get a chance to speak to His Grace, Monsieur Nouvelette, to see if we can think of a way to prevent such issues. For now, let's focus on Mellow Manor instead. I might be late, but I'm here now. Off she goes! To consult! Like a true consultant. Consultant Sigewinne greatly improves staff service and level in the Mellow Manor. Let's just grab... Ooh, yeah, that's right, we have 4 choices now. Ooh, that seems good. No action points. Yay! Alright. Let's go to the next encounter. Let's do Dehya Part 2. Right, we're meeting her at this bar, way over here. Have I ever been there? I know there's a bar that's somewhere out there in the... like, on the random beach. But I don't remember it being here on the map.
Squall and Fury.
No, actually, this is the place. It's just not where I remember it, I guess. Unless there's just a bunch of these weird shipwreck bars everywhere. The Rusty Rudder. Yep, this is the place. Oh, wait, this is where we purchase Fanta. Can never have enough Fanta. Dehya would be the person to frequent these rough and tumble places. Here you are. I took the liberty of ordering you a Misty Sunrise. It's basically Buell fruit juice, but flavored with Romaritime flower and Nilopalo lotus extracts. Interesting! They have access to Sumeru stuff here. For Paimon, I picked a Cloud Drop Slumber. Special blend of milk and single origin Yuan tea. Wow, they got some exotic drinks in a place like this. No wonder you wanted to come here.
Ah, they both sound delicious.
Man, I gotta frequent this place more often.
But how come you seem so familiar with this bar when it's your first time here? Paimon's never even heard of the drinks you ordered us.
We wouldn't know where to start. We never have a thought of ordering drinks like these. It's all part of the job. Being a merc means adapting to new environments. You get used to dealing with the unknown. Taverns in different parts of Teyvat all have unique customs. Sure, but you pick up some tricks when it comes to chatting up the bartenders. Honestly, having a stable job might bring you a sense of structure and security, but it gets boring over time. Never a dull moment when I'm with you guys. There's always something unexpected to keep me on my toes. I think we're pretty down to earth. Yeah, we've seen some really wild stuff. Anything excited lately? I'm all ears.
Where do we begin? Literally everything that's happened has been pretty incredible, if you think about it.
I mean, the last time we spoke with Dehya probably would have been during Nahida's birthday event. And then the whole Natland stuff happened during that time, too. All about your recent experiences. Ooh, the jobs you've taken on are no joke. If a merc was to price them, any one would be worth worth what some merchants make in 6 months. Which reminds me, have you ever thought about part-timing as a hired sword? I have thought about it. I don't know if either has. Every now and then, the Blazing Beasts receive commissions from some really far-flung places. If you guys were on board, we wouldn't need to cut deals with outsiders.
Huh? So we could become mercs too?
Sure sounds like a pretty cool title. I mean, we love collecting titles. Getting that right, Tumaini and Paimon. Oh, sorry. Sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon. It sounds like a pretty cool title. Well, who says you can't be both? You're also an honorary knight of Mondstadt, right? As far as I see it, every new title is a new opportunity. A foot in the door wherever you go. Besides, with your skills, who dare push tasks on you? If it suits you, take it. If not, just turn it down. You'd be the ones calling the shots. It's like we're an A-lister when it comes to mercenary skills.
That actually makes a lot of sense. When you think about it, it's not all that different from adventure commissions.
They pretty much are fundamentally the same.
Who knows? Maybe we'll find jobs where we can help a lot of people while also bringing in a nice chunk of Mora. Wouldn't hurt to build connections with Dehya's Eremite friends either, would it?
Sure, we could try it out. Partners of the Blazing Beasts, I like the sound of it. Awesome, in that case, I'll have a word with my guys and gals when we get back. I'll try to get you the first dibs on the best and most lucrative jobs. We'll need to figure out which areas we'll be assigning commissions for, but I'll talk it over with the others. I hope we get a story quest too with Dehya. She's probably my favorite character we met in the Sumeru story. Her and Dunyarzad, and then getting like the fact that they were basically raised as siblings is just amazing. Service value that exceeds the limit will generate additional income. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be making the most out of that benefit. Alright, let's go to Lynette. Why are you all the way over here? Oh, is this where Lenny is? Y'all, do you two, like, live out here? Oh, wait, no, Lenny's with the actors. So Lenny is helping a director. I forget. Why are we out here? This is out here in the sticks. Although I gotta give some credit where credit is due to the Fontaine level design. There's a lot more houses out here in Fontaine than when you compare it to like places like Inazuma. Tap, tap, tap. Lenny, I'm back. The Shell Marine film Fantasyland is so much fun, and there are loads of cute little animals. Come on, take a break from those horror films already. No dice.
Delighted to hear that you've been enjoying yourself, but I need to concentrate on this film for now. Those animal assistants will have to wait.
Damn. Not even a cameo from Lenny.
I just need a little more sleep.
How many movies are they watching?
Every time I close my eyes, I keep thinking of new tricks. So tired. Can't sleep, but can't get up either.
It's like a magician when they hear the film's words. Practical effects. Practical effects. Why don't you come out and have a walk? There'll be cute animals to play with.
That's right, Lenny. A change of pace should stop your mind from wandering.
Wait, Traveler? Paimon? You two are here as well?
They're the managers of the park, and I'm about to become a consultant for one of the attractions, too.
In that case, count me in. Not just for my own sake, of course, but to support my friends.
He is so in love with us.
Just give me a moment to freshen up.
He's naked on the couch. I'm imagining it right now, and I'm sure people will make fan art of it now that I've mentioned it. There's one person Lenny can't say no to, it's you, Traveler. You're in a league all your own. That goes without saying. I'm not exactly sure how long my brother meant by a moment, so why don't we meet back up at the venue?
Sounds good! Getting Lenny to cheer up and visit the amusement park's surely our greatest success yet!
I don't think he needed cheering up, but he definitely needs to get his ass away from them movies for a minute. He can immerse himself in the horror films at the festival. Increase the maximum staff level limit. Oh, we can level up staff more? You heard it. Wages. Pay everyone more. Although y'all need the most help over here. Oh, because of the consultancy. Their efficiency went up. So they're already at the max ticker. Uncle Scimitar. And Constantine. We've hit the satisfaction limits. Petite Lumiere. Oh, are we gonna hit the bar? We did it. Irene needs help. And Helene needs help. Just keep leveling up. Look at how many problems you can solve just by paying your workers more. We don't need better workers. The workers we have just need more money. 100 satisfaction at the Mellow Manor is something that we want to reach. But we can't afford to upgrade that. At any of these. They're too expensive. But can we hit 100 satisfaction here? I know we can get pretty close. There we go, 104. High satisfaction. Look at that. Number go up. Look at all that. The bigger we get that wage bar up, the happier I'm gonna be. Look at all that money that's going to the workers. That profit is theft. All that profit should be going to the workers. And then the workers should be getting to decide where the rest of it goes. One left in the busy stage. Employ 6 level 12 staff, expand things, complete 6 friendly encounters, and we have to hit 10 million. I don't think we're going to hit 10 million here. Spend half as much of the action points. Increase revenue by 80%. Alright, friendly encounter time. Let's finish up Dehya. And in Paimon, good news. I spoke to my crew. All Blazing Beasts are fully on board with the idea. Any commissions we receive for the region west of the Hypostyle Desert, north of the desert of Hadramaveth, east of the Aradavi Valley, and south of the Ashvan Realm are yours. I need to look at a map. West of the desert of the Hypostyle Desert, north of the desert of Hadramath, east of the Adravi Valley, and south of the Ash... That's all of Sumeru. That's basically, if it's not in Sumeru, it's ours. We get it. We haven't had many lately in the past, but we've usually gotten a few good ones every year. The pay is insane, but so are the risks. The type of work that normally calls for a team of heavily armed mercs. But this should be just right for you. If it were any easier, you might even break a sweat. Such clear-cut profit regions, too. Sounds perfect.
So quick, Dehya! Everyone agreed just like that! Guess that means we're now official partners of the Blazing Beast! Hooah! Watch out, world! There's a couple of new mercs on the scene! Maybe Paimon should give herself a proper mercenary name.
Is sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon not intimidating enough? Huh. When you're working in other nations, don't forget to give the Blazing Beasts a little plug every now and then. We protect, you prosper. They have a slogan? That's cool. Anyway, I'll send a letter to the Adventurers Guild in various places when a job comes up. Make sure you check your mail.
It's a deal!
Friendly encounter completed. Unlocking the Blazing Battle Boutique. Receive bonus revenue each cycle. The Blazing Battle Boutique. You know what? I haven't felt this relaxed in quite a while. Humid air is such a nice change, and combined with the warm weather, I'm actually getting kind of sleepy. That's right. Alright, now let's wrap up Lynette's story. Oh, hers cost 8.
Quit following me.
There they are! And look, Sigewinne's here. Fluffy little squirrels.
Thanks for inviting me to come down, you two. I must say, I feel like a new man after visiting the park and seeing all those adorable animals. Seems like Lynette has her eye on some great potential animal assistants, too.
Does she? Fremine often works with blubber beasts anyway, so I think they'd make a great fit. Father has spoken of how obedient and well-behaved squirrels are, so they're a great choice too. Wow, I didn't realize that Arlecchino had a thing with squirrels.
Oh, and did you see those weird mushrooms? Can we take home a few of those as well?
The mushroom. The fungi?
That might not be possible. These fungi have been specially trained, you know? They're like the stunt actors of the elemental world.
If you're after a soft and squishy, there are other options. A nice fluffy cat would fit the bill too. Okay then, I'll wait for you to bring us a little kitty.
Are you sure about that? Paimon's pretty sure we've never seen a cat anywhere near as big and as soft as a fungus.
Says you, Paimon. Which reminds me, I should probably finish the Honkai Star Rail 3.3 story. Greatly improves the service of electric escapades. That's right, we have a racing consultant now.
I feel so much better after seeing those animals. They're all so carefree. The other two attractions were great too. In fact, they've given me a new idea. An interactive magic show with a moving stage. We'll start working on it as soon as we've finished filming.
Sounds like a good idea. Send me an invite when it's done. Alright, and we have completed all the friendly encounters. Now all that's left is upgrading everything. We need to hit 10 million revenue, which means we need to get 1.3 million this cycle. I don't know if that's doable. Having everyone's maximum levels being increased is a really good godsend. It costs 800k to expand. 13 time. We're up to 4 stars out of 5 stars. Gotta formulate again. How many coins do we need? We need 150. Oh, we gotta get in the Wave Rider now. Sounds like a plan. I love sailing. Gotta hit that 150 coins. $126. We're gonna make it? I think we have enough. Man, they give you a lot of time to do this. We have like 3 minutes left. We hit the threshold. Hit the ground running. Oh, hi, Lynette. The expressions on the guests' faces as they zoomed around were priceless. I hope we can inspire similar reactions in our future audiences, too. Should probably talk to, Sigewinne as well. Come on, little cuties. Time for some yummy in those tummies. You're all such sweethearts, aren't you? Happy, healthy, and getting on like the best of friends. I like Sigewinne. Sigewinne makes me feel happy and warm inside. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think I saw something crazy out there back in the back. Numbers are looking good. Oh, we got 2 million in this one profit cycle. Which means we actually get into the busy section. We hit our threshold. Now we gotta get 50 million for the bustling stage. But I noticed somebody out here. Hey, guys!
Earlier on, that lady with the pink hair took a picture of a How and Kakuku together.
You sound a little disappointed.
Were you hoping to be in it too?
I was at first. But after seeing how awkward a Hal looked, I figured I wouldn't really fit in.
Huh? And you didn't think of sharing this any sooner? I'd have cuddled your neck and smiled for the camera! Anything to get out of being in the same frame as that thing!
Wow, you hate Kakuku that much?
Really? Well, no worries, you still can. Come here, give us a hug.
I hope your face is ready, because it's about to get flame roasted!
I got your back, bro. Eva is speechless.
Kanich, have you thought about maybe ditching that little rascal? Leaving him here for good when you leave?
I have. But given that a Hal's also an old relic, that would probably count as international smuggling.
That's funny.
I can't bring myself to knowingly break the law.
Guess we all have our problems in life.
Yeah, he called you old. You're an ancient relic. I'm surprised that I caught them out of the corner of my eye. And actually, we have unlocked almost this. Upgrade all 3 attractions to level 11. Alright, we gotta keep upgrading then. But hey, that gives us the last check mark here. Alright, confirmed selection of 18 themes, 160 satisfaction in the Mallow Manor. Let's start working on that. Max service value goes up. Wow, we got a lot of boats here now. Well, I guess we can do another formulation. I mean, we're at the point where we're making more than $1 million a day. Probably be able to finish this before the 3-hour mark. I need 90 coins. Alrighty. Boost. We're halfway there. We are just speeding through. Almost there. That's 90. Yeah, it's costing a lot to level up from this point on. But, number go up. Upgrade the same attraction 2 times this cycle, increase revenue for the current cycle by... Alright, we'll do that. Which means we want to get something else to 11, which means the manor will be the best bet. Alright. We have just enough to upgrade it again. We can expand it as well. Actually,
quit following
can
me.
I expand you? No, we gotta upgrade you. But we have the time, so we might as well expand you. It's really coming together. And then we'll spend the last of our money paying people. Our service is gonna take a hit this time. But number go up. I guess getting Furina as a consultant here is what'll actually get us to the last benchmark. I thought we were gonna get Varesa as a consultant because she wanted to make the level design. Alright, one last level puzzle, I guess. Ooh, we're in a building this time. Whoa, that's a library. Oh, this is the place where we had the balloon vent during a, what was that, Wind Bloom last year? Pick up all the challenge coins. Alright. Don't get caught by the balloons, I assume. We are Pac-Man.
Too slow. Quit following me.
So we have to get every coin. So it looks like we're not going to have opportunities to miss. But so there's 132 coins total.
Too slow. Quit following me. Too slow.
That's 90. Into the next room we go.
Too slow.
Oh, this seems too easy.
Too slow.
Oh, is it dropping bombs on us now? Oh, and the coins are falling.
Too slow.
Oh, hey, that's cheating coins. I'm out of stamina. A second balloon. Oh, the coins are just teasing me now. Oh, come on. That was fun. I didn't even need to use the time stop, which is fun. If I can beat it without using time stop, then the customers can beat it with time stop. Hello, Petite Lumiere. I don't think we've had a chance to talk to you yet. Wonderful attractions and a wide variety of cinematic themes. It's just like an anthology film. Taking this temp job was absolutely worth it. You're only here on a temporary basis? Have you found much inspiration here? Indeed, I have much to my surprise and delight. I have been inspired to try out some new shooting techniques. In my previous works, I tended to employ restrained, static shots to drive the narrative. Doing so strikes a good balance between the atmosphere and the information conveyed. However, after observing the attractions and considering the broader flow of your guests' movements, I've come up with some new ideas on how to frame my shots. I'm going to try them out in my next film. I'm hoping they lead to some interesting new effects. And that's all 3 to 11. We can now unlock this. Of course you're staring at your little friend.
Why, hello there, traveler. Paimon. I sensed your enthusiasm from a mile off.
I'm surprised we haven't seen you earlier in this event.
You were so bright. I could have taken you for an opera singer in full falsetto.
Are opera singers known to be bright?
Furina, you're finally here!
Ah, our star has arrived. And now the moment we've all been waiting for.
Thank you, thank you. I am just as thrilled to be here as you are to have me.
Did you need to go behind me to say that?
More seriously, I'm not the star this time. That's you two, alongside all the creators sharing their passion for film with the world.
Isn't she getting like a 30% or 60% cut of all revenue from this or something? I forget. She's getting a lot of money out of this. No more macaroni. Or I mean less macaroni, I guess, if you like macaroni.
Honestly, when I was first asked to approve the plans, I thought this would just be a small event.
This is a small event, but it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
I never imagined that the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland would expand to this scale so quickly.
It's been like, what, 20 days?
Yeah.
Or 20 business cycles, however long that is.
It really has all come together in no time.
At this rate, who knows? Someday it could become as iconic as the Fontanalia Film Festival itself.
It's definitely competing with that.
And we have the two of you to credit for much of that.
If anything, I think it's bigger than the Fontanalia Film Festival already.
I've suggested to several renowned directors that we award you the title Pioneers of the Film Industry.
Did you have to say it in that tone?
In contrast to the Furina Award, which is more of a public honor, this title is a mark of true recognition from within the industry itself, a reflection of both outstanding achievement and hard work.
I don't know, I feel like Lapine Pauline deserves some credit, I guess. Thanks, but there's still room for improvement. With great recognition comes even greater responsibility.
Wow, even you're getting serious now.
Come now, no need for any of that. Just relax and enjoy the moment.
But it's nice that we're getting a nod from the film industry itself.
Speaking of which, I've actually been preparing a little survey. How about we randomly select some visitors to give us feedback about the park?
Sounds like a plan.
Did Paimon hear that right? Furina carrying out a customer satisfaction survey?
Why is that strange, Paimon?
Well, given that it bears the name of my dear friend Surintendant Cheval Moran, isn't it only natural that I conduct a bit of research on her behalf?
She couldn't make an appearance in person?
Besides, the more famous a star becomes, the more important it is to stay in touch with reality, no?
It's a shame. This would have been a perfect opportunity to give a VA to each one of her summonables.
Plus, it's amazing how much you learn just by listening to other people's take on films.
Paimon always assumed celebrities just get their assistants to handle everything for them. But it sounds like it's actually pretty hard work.
Well, I imagine there's a fair number of them that do things themselves. Some people are also secretive or recluses.
Then again, maybe Furina's just an outlier.
She also has trust issues, Paimon. Spend action points to obtain extra theme dishes. Ooh, I mean, I guess means we could spend our action points every turn now. Alright. We are not meeting certain business thresholds. We are now meeting business thresholds, and I actually do think we need to hire somebody here. For the movie masterpieces. Basima the Fifth. Melise. Roxanne! According to the Maison Guardian March's metrics, my comprehensive competency is a score of 13.0, which means that I could ace civilian jobs requiring just 3.0 in my sleep. That is to say, please hire me before I wither away from boredom during this forced vacation. If your amusement park project happens to need, say, tactical entertainment systems, such as water cannons, confetti mortars, or bullet hell mechanisms, I'm your expert on the subject. You got the job. What's funny is, even if we don't assign them a task specifically, we still get to pay them. I love that feature. I love employees getting paid to do nothing. Because an employee that's being paid is an employee that actually has money that they can put into the economy. Put out the red light, Roxanne. Oh wait, no you don't have to. I don't remember how the song goes. Alrighty. And we have a lot of time now. Alright, Furina, let's conduct a survey.
we are, all set to go. Now, let's take a stroll nearby and randomly pick out some visitors to ask a few key questions.
I can't wait to hear what they have to say. Oh, we've just materialized. And disappeared. And we materialized.
These suggestions are surprisingly detailed. Choosing film prototypes, recreating the scene cutting process, budget management for costumes, makeup, and set design? Oh, Paimon's head is spinning. Why is everyone so professional?
It's a festival for film fans.
Also, nearly every single person we spoke to said they wanted to see Lady Furina perform. Your popularity is off the charts!
No surprises there.
To tell you the truth, I've no plans to perform this time around.
What about a consultancy?
Any star worth their salt knows their role.
I disagree, but sure.
When I take center stage, all the spotlights are on me, and rightly so. But as a guest, I should step back and let others shine. So, instead of performing myself, I'd prefer to support you from behind the scenes. Perhaps as a consultant for one of your attractions, for instance?
Now that you mention it, we've got the perfect role lined up.
Hey, that's right! Movie Masterpieces is all about film expertise. There really would be no better candidate than you!
Oh, wonderful! Then I shall give this role my very heart and soul.
Boy, you've really gotten out of that depression slump you were in, huh? I wonder if we'll be getting a Furina Story Quest 2 continuation, or if we'll just be getting New Valets instead.
Once I've had a moment to prepare, we can meet up for a slice
I
of
wish we
gâteau
got
for
more
my
character story
pâtissière
2s.
suprême before we get started.
But the cast is starting to get a little bit too large. See bonus revenue each cycle. We have a stage here in the center now. There's still a third one of these. Alright, Roxanne, how you doing? Elite marksman. It's rare to get so much time to relax. Life without target practice is so quiet. It feels kind of strange. Was your life not quiet before? I'd say it was very fulfilling. I plan to become the next exceptional sharpshooter of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I hadn't taken a day off in 3 months. So Terena put me on forced leave and sent me out here to relax. Otherwise, I'd still be in training right now. I feel like that happened to somebody else that we talked to before. Didn't Chevruz get forced to use all of her vacation days, and that was literally the plot of the Musket and Some Roses patch? What was this? Uh-oh. Gotta upgrade the staff. Quick. Start paying people more. Ah, all is right in the world. Number go up. We're spending almost $1 million on our staff every day. Alright, Furina. Where is she? Oh, she's just sitting down. Hey-ya!
Simply exquisite. As amazing as ever.
Oh, we haven't seen these two characters interact yet.
Escoffier, have you ever considered starring in your own film? I can see it now. Val's en cuisine. A riveting tale about the art of extreme cooking. I'm sure it would be a hit.
Or why not a documentary, though?
As it happens, I'm already doing something similar. A brand consultant has been filming my training sessions with students and incorporating them into films about Fontainian cuisine.
Interesting. Cool.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. A documentary won't do.
No, it will do.
I'm talking about something with a bit more drama. Your experiences as a chef could be turned into a scintillating story. In fact, I'll even write it myself.
I actually mentioned this during the Escoffier character story. Her story is already paralleling, like, the film Amadeus, which is about music and not cooking, but the story of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and, what was it, Antonio Salieri? I can't remember. But her story was pretty much, her character story was already a movie. Not to mention all the drama with the cook-off contests, the ancient ruins, the betrayals, the twists and turns. Yeah, what was it? Messing with the Sicilian when death is on the line. There was a lot of cool stuff in her character story. I just wish it was a little less predictable.
Before you finalize it, please let me review the culinary terms, especially when it comes to how ingredients are handled, the timings and the quantities.
Great! It's settled then.
You gonna finish that cake?
And actually, I think I'd like to bring in the Traveler and Paimon as directors. Something tells me that the three of you working together would really get the creative sparks flying. We could create something truly magical here.
Sure, why do I need to be in a cooking movie, though?
No problem! That said, now that we've been granted Director Furina's approval, we'll really have to step up our game.
So, well, I'm taking an image of that. I don't know why, but that's probably gonna be the thumbnail. Director Furina, show us the way. We may be rookies, but we'll give it our all.
Excellent. I believe in you both.
Get one of this too, actually. Oh, this is so silly. I feel like that could be a meme format, just those two images side by side.
The gâteau was sublime as ever, Escoffier. Now, about time we got to work.
Already?
I'll start drafting the script on the side, while serving as the consultant for movie masterpieces. Wish me luck!
Greatly improved staff level. We are over the cap. Which means we should increase the service value so we're not overcapped. Time to formulate. We gotta be getting close to the end. We've almost maxed everything out at this point. Ooh. That's an interesting mechanical submarine thing. I haven't seen one of these since we did the exploring of Remuria. Special ability to slow down time. Avoid the fast-moving dirty fruits, disrupting light barriers. Special ability, slow down time scene, take an opportunity to trigger explosive mobilize. Okay. Okay, this time slowing down time seems helpful. Ow, the lasers. Forgot about the lasers. I love Fontaine's music so much. Find a way to claim the treasure key. Oh, come on. Oh, that was easy. Key get. They give you a lot of time to do these. We had 995 seconds left. Guess we should talk to Lady Furina now that she's watching this stage thingy.
A truly great adaptation must capture a film's core themes and seek to convey the inspiration that lies behind them. The 3 attractions are certainly all up to par, and I trust that you'll be able to make them better still. To enhance our film's aesthetic, I'd recommend a few classics for you to familiarize yourself with. Or, if you have the time, maybe we could watch them together?
We still have a lot to do. Upgrade all the facilities to the highest level, reach the highest business level, and then hit 50 million. Alright. That's at the max. And we can't afford that. That costs... Why is some of these so much cheaper than the others? Alright, let's just move to the next cycle. Make a lot of money. Spend half the action, spend 90% less. Power-packed ribs. 90% less. Fontaine themed zone, High Classic Street. Classic High Street. Huh. Alright. Oh, that requires some effort. Come on, get to the threshold. Get to the threshold. We made it. There we go. Now we're hitting peak performance.
Quit following me.
Alright. And we have this whole high street section here in the back as well. Alright. Upgrade all attractions to the highest level, formulate standard strategy. Alright. We're almost done. I think we can finish this in one more cycle. Nice. We've also hit over 1 million in wages. We hit our 50 million threshold as well. All that's left is to south the areas. Now we can expand to the final expansion. Hello, Nusta. Great hero, it is an honor to be able to work for you. Billy, how are you finding the work here? I love it. Working a film-themed amusement park is the sort of unique experience you don't often get the chance to enjoy. If I hadn't gone and made that stupid mistake during the drinking and diving or losing my wallet in the process, then I'd sure be having even more fun. But even though every more of my travel expenses was in that wallet, it's not the end of the world. You pay decent wages here, so if I work hard enough, I'm sure I'll be able to make it back in just a few days. Alrighty. This is probably the last minigame, the level 6 minigame. How many coins do we need this time? Ah! Yep, we fucked that up. I didn't think we would bounce off it. This is cool. This kind of reminded me of The Italian Job. That's a movie for those who don't know, or are too young to know what that movie is. Come on, we need that 130 coins. Man, we're doing a lot here. I don't know why I'm moving the controller when this is technically automatic when I'm entering one of these things. I can't possibly miss these coins. Okay, now we're controlling the player again. Need 130. Is that a coin magnet? Oh, we hit 130. Gotta be getting close to the end. All right. We've already hit our money thresholds. We're literally just playing the games to play the games at this point. We're out of money. Hit business level 15, though.
Our most recent... Maybe you could be our spokesperson.
Oh, I didn't realize your dialogue updated. Hang on, what did you say?
Our most recent financial report is looking great. This park struck a chord with film buffs all over. Maybe you could be our spokesperson next time we hold a similar event?
Maybe. If I'm not busy. Let's just double check to see I can't upgrade this. No, I'm broke. Okay, now for real. One last cycle. We are going to get it in under 30, which means just under a month. Max level achieved. And getting all those performance rewards. About to get the last one. And just like that. Oh, oh, we lost connection to the internet at that exact moment. How funny. Okay, I guess since the technical difficulties are fucked up, I'm gonna just have to come back and finish this when things are working. So, YouTube me will not have to worry about this. Alrighty. So, been having technical difficulties at the worst possible times, and it almost always happens at around 1 a.m. it seems. So, I guess I'll just record the ending, because apparently we got a game crash exactly when we finished the event. And I think the event ends tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. So I hope we can just do this in under an hour. So that I can capture the footage, and then we can move on to 3.3, because all the people I talked to the game about are of Star Rail or starting to talk about the story, and I want to finish it before I get spoiled. You know, I actually never checked what the weapon in this event is. Who is it good for? I haven't even looked at it yet. I actually haven't looked at this thing at all yet. Silent trigger. When an attack hits an opponent, deal AoE damage equal to 40% of the max HP at the target location. This effect can be triggered once every 15 seconds. So it's an HP % bow. So I guess it's for, like, what's her name? Cat girl, I can't remember her name. Diona. It's like Diona or Sigewinne. Are there any other HP scaling bow users that I know of? I think Yelan scales with HP, I think? I can't remember. I don't have Yelan, so I don't know. It's a pretty good bow. Alright, anyway. Case tracking. We now have the epilogue unlocked. A wish for smooth sailing. Whatever. Wait until 8 to 10 the next day. Tomato. Tomato for sure.
Now that things have reached this point, we should add...
Add what?
A pinch of salt?
Why would you say that?
a dash of pepper, actually.
Oh, you actually are talking about cooking.
Brilliant.
You two aren't talking about a new dessert menu by any chance, are you?
Pepper sounds a bit out of place in a dessert. I wouldn't be so sure.
Not desserts.
Oh, we're talking about the script.
Eh?
Oh, my dear partner, photographer, rookie director. Our creativity must keep up with the overflowing enthusiasm of our fans.
Is this actually picking up from where the Furina's little side story took place during the event? And actually has almost nothing to do with what was going on in the actual story with Kanich and all of the smuggling. I'm surprised that this is just a straight epilogue for the event itself. In fact, very little about this event actually even tied into that weird story.
There's no room for dull scripts on my stage. Plot twists should strike the audience like a cloud of pepper, leaving them sneezing in surprise. Achoo!
I don't think I've ever heard anyone refer to an audience's reaction like being blasted with pepper.
The same logic applies in catering.
Does it? You want to surprise people in catering?
I once heard Miss Emily mention that pepper
Emily
could be used in
mentioned!
perfumes. Perhaps I could find a way to make it work in desserts too.
I'm so disappointed Emily wasn't in this event. She has been, like, deprived of any presence in the story. And if they don't start using her in events, people are going to forget she's even a character. I only remember she's a character because someone mentioned to me Emily offhand just like a week ago.
A peppery kick to complement the delicate sweetness of cream, perhaps.
Oh, look, you can see my consultant standing over there in the background.
Wow, the two of them seem to be working together so well. Paimon's struggling to imagine what a pepper cake would taste like, though.
I imagine it would taste pretty spicy.
Well, well, what do we have here? Escoffier's making a new cake?
Yeah, she's peppering in some new ideas.
Oh, how exciting! When it's ready, do let me know. I'd love to try it.
Put some pepper on it.
Is it just Paimon, or does it seem like everyone's even more enthusiastic now that they've finished their work?
Why wouldn't they?
Why shouldn't they be? When your hard work pays off, that's when you should celebrate.
I couldn't have said it better myself, even though I said it like literally seconds ago.
It's like a batch of fresh macarons. You should never let fear of sweetness stop you from adding all the filling you please.
She had the gall to say that right in front of Escoffier, no less.
After all, if there's ever a time to pile on the sugar,
She's
it's when
doubling
you're
down.
making macarons.
Double down, triple down. They got stars in their eyes.
Pile on the sugar.
Lapine and Pauline!
And why are we piling on the sugar? Lepine Pauline, you're here. Is it ready?
I forgot she was working on something. What is she working on?
Of course. It all went according to plan.
Huh? Were you off on some kind of important task?
Sounds like someone's revving a motorcycle outside my window.
I was indeed. Please accept this.
My backyard is only about like 5 to 10 feet across, and then behind that is an entire like apartment complex. Like there's a parking lot back there. On the other side of the hedge. I don't think you can see it through my window. And now that I got this big green screen behind me, you'll never see it. Oh! Oh, that's cute! That's the thumbnail right there. Or it would be the thumbnail if I didn't have so much a better one prepared. But I do want to capture an image of that for reasons.
Oh, wow! It's a panoramic view of the amusement park with everyone's illustrations on it!
It's also a callback to her being a really good artist.
Since the film Fantasyland has been such a success, we decided to create a unique souvenir to remember it by. We built this park together brick by brick, so we decided we'd all contribute to drawing this map together too.
To be fair, it was mostly thanks to Miss Lepine Pauline. She's our expert when it comes to drawing after all. But we all did our best to leave our own marks too.
Is that why we have stickers of everyone on it?
That's right! And on top of that, Traveler, I'm offering you a most special privilege.
And what is that?
You get to add a mustache to my portrait!
I think I'm in love. Splendiferous, a fancy red one. Why is the text red? Oh, the white and red. Why would we even pick red? Just to be different? Contrarian? Well, I have a feeling we're gonna get to put a funny mustache on her nonetheless.
Cream flavored, huh? Very traditional, but also very delicious. You have my approval.
That is just such a weird reward that is completely unexpected. I love it. Yep, she has a tiny little mustache on now. I can barely even see it. I can see why you probably would want to put the red one on. When I do eventually edit this, I'll be sure to zoom in so you can get a good image of that.
All right then. Now that you're the proud owner of this commemorative map, you can draw as many different flavored mustaches on it as you like.
Sounds like a pretty tasty map. We'll look after it well.
Great. Your satisfaction is our #1 priority.
Wait, is this a callback to the fact that Navia had a mustache in Simulanka?
Everything's all in order. Now it's time to relax. Forget about work and just enjoy the park.
Alright! A wish for smooth sailing. Shell Marine Amusement Park map. We got Lenny and Lynette, Dehya, Navia, got the Traveler, we got Sigewinne, got Varesa, Furina with a tiny little mustache, Escoffier, and Paimon. What a fun little gift. Alright. And on that note, thank you everybody who stopped by. This has been a fun little addendum, I guess. I'm surprised we didn't get to use this stage for anything.
The wind rises.
But I guess we'll get to pick this up again in the future. I guess I'll see you all in Genshin in 5.7, whenever that comes out. But for those of you that are still watching live or just hanging out, look forward to sticking around for a little bit longer because we're going to go switch into Honkai Star Rail. And I'm going to try to spend the rest of today's stream catching up on that. You can actually watch the first part of my playthrough either on the VODs channel or on YouTube. It should already be up. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you all real soon.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.